White, County Extension Agent with Texas AgriLife Extension Service, and I'm here to demonstrate a quick, easy meal for your family's dinner tonight. It's called Hearty Southwest Chicken Soup, and it's brought to you by our sponsor, Texas Broiler Council. Let's start with a list of our ingredients. We'll have 2.5 cups of the reduced salt, fat-free chicken broth, 2 cups total of white beans. 1 cup I left whole, 1 cup is mashed, 3/4 cup of roasted red peppers, 1 cup of black beans. For our spices, we have 1 teaspoon of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of red cayenne pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and about 3 tablespoons of your chopped green chilies. And last but not least is 2 chicken breasts that have already been cooked and cubed. So if you've noticed here, you may have heard it cooking, I have already sauteed 1 medium onion, really about half of that medium onion is all I did today, and about 2 cloves of garlic. So this is already looking transparent in color, so it's ready to go, and I'm simply going to add my chicken broth. You can hear that nice sizzle. Now, if I were at home, one other hint, if you don't want to use a skillet like this, you could, after you saute your onions and garlic, you could put it in a crock pot and leave it going all day, and when you come home, your soup will be ready. I'm going to put my mashed beans, and the reason you may wonder why I mashed half of my beans and half I left whole is because the mashed beans will give the soup a thicker consistency and make it kind of a heartier soup. And then another cup of my whole beans. And of course you could change the types of beans and make it your family's preference. And you'll see how these roasted red peppers really give the soup some color as well as vitamin A. And another cup of the black beans. One thing I like about this recipe is the black beans give our bodies fiber, and we're all, seems like, needing extra fiber in our diet, so that's a good thing to add. Now for our spices. Again, this was the cumin, the cayenne pepper, and oregano, 1/2 teaspoon, black pepper. You'll notice we've used a lot of seasonings with this, and I wouldn't even put any salt in it until the very end to see if it even needs salt. It may be where you don't need salt because it's got all the wonderful flavors from the spices. And then I'm going to add my 2 cups of cooked cubed chicken. Now this recipe is very good for you, and we'll talk about that a little bit while this is coming to a boil. The chicken that's in the recipe is full of protein and iron, and you can see it makes a very hearty soup. So even for the men in your family will like the fact that it's got lots of meat. And chicken is a low-fat meat, so that's good for us as well. We have, as I said before, the fiber that comes from the beans, the vitamin A that comes from your roasted peppers, and it just makes a healthy, quick meal for your family. Now, the reason that I haven't added my cheese, this is 1.5 cups of shredded Mexican blend cheese, and then about 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro, is because we want to wait till this comes to a boil, and then we'll add this. Now this soup is probably better after it comes to a boil and the flavors have a chance to mingle. So this soup will be better a couple of hours from now or even tomorrow than it is today. This makes about 5 cups of soup, which is about 5 servings, and it's economical to make. It costs $1.75 per serving at about 300 calories per serving as well. Now at home you might serve a salad with this, and I'll just show you the finished product right now. This is the finished product, and you can see what a nice thick soup this makes after it's had a chance to come to a boil and kind of set. You could put a fresh salad with that or a piece of cornbread, and you would have a quick meal for your family tonight. And this has taken a while to come to a boil. So at home, if you had this in your crock pot, you could always just add your cheese and your cilantro at the very end when you get home from work. I think I'll go ahead and add the cheese now, so you can see how pretty this is. And you could garnish it with a little bit of sour cream as well if your family likes sour cream. So we're going to put our cheese and cilantro. If you could smell this cilantro right now, that really adds a good flavor to this soup. This soup is very versatile because it does have a lot of different spices in it. So that kind of gives you an idea about the quantity it makes. Now at home you might want to use a large stock pan to make your soup in, or you could use a skillet like this. We appreciate the Texas Broilers Council for sponsoring this recipe of the Hearty Southwest Chicken Soup today, and we hope you'll remember to check with Texas AgriLife Extension Service for nutritional tips for your family's dinner tonight.